testing is the process of forcefully experimenting with new products on animals, likely to cause them severe pain, suffering, and even death. Animals that are most often tested on are rabbits, guinea pigs, rats, birds, chimpanzees, hamsters, and farm animals. What many people do not take into consideration when purchasing skincare products, soaps, cleaners, and other everyday items is whether or not these products were tested on animals first. Fortunately, it only takes a couple of minutes to research which brands conduct tests on animals and which brands are cruelty-free. Before purchasing animal-tested products, it is important to reflect on the actual gravity of using an animal as a trial run for a new product or medicine. We should stop animal testing not only for the sake of animals, but because it is a crime against nature. Not to mention, animal testing is completely unnecessary because there are other viable ways to test products. Testing products on animals most often causes them extreme pain. Experimental trials can cause everlasting harm on animals' bodies, preventing them from being able to live a normal, healthy life even after the cruel experiments are over. Sadly, many animals die tragic deaths in these experiments and are simply replaced with more helpless, innocent creatures. Examples of the harms of animal testing include loss of hair, burning and irritation of the skin, temporary and permanent blindness, paralysis, body deformations, and many more unimaginable sufferings. Brain damage can also occur due to the testing of certain drugs and chemical radiation. Scientists wouldn't dare kidnap a human against their will to perform these procedures, so why should they resort to using a harmless animal? The severe and painful trials these animals undergo is absolutely heartbreaking, and we must do whatever it takes to end them altogether. People need to realize that the idea of testing human products on animals is completely unethical. Imagine if you were held captive in a lab just to be prodded and probed for the benefit of a race that wasn't even your own. Advocates for animal testing would argue that animals are incapable of self-actualization and awareness, and therefore would not understand the idea of experimentation and the rationality behind it. While this may be true, animals have certainly proven to be capable of feeling pain, and they were not placed on this earth to be used and berated by more intellectual species. The fact that we are fortunate enough to have the mental complexity that we do should open our eyes and help us decide for ourselves that we do not desire to be the dictators of our planet. What we need to understand is that every organism on Earth is simply born as a member of the planet, and as members of Earth, we should live in harmony with one another. Therefore, what we are doing is morally wrong. Impairing and destroying the beautiful creatures of Earth for our own profit is not living in harmony. It is entirely inhumane. We must respect animals and let them live according to their will, not ours. In this day and age, animal testing isn't even necessary to accurately test products. With modern science, we can magnificently recreate human cells and tissues to test with new products. Thanks to Harvard's Wyss Institute, human cells can be grown using a highly developed, state-of-the-art lab to imitate the function and structure of human organ systems. Using these cell and tissue models, we can ascertain the safety of certain chemicals and precisely measure the possible side effects of countless products. Computer technology has also proven to be a better source for testing products. Advances in computer modeling techniques allows us to simulate human biology and chemical compositions to predict the way certain drugs and products will react within our bodies. A method known as microdosing is another alternative to animal testing. Now, human volunteers can safely undergo very small doses of specific drugs to test even the most minute effects, all the while being monitored by professionals. With scientific evidence, we have discovered that animal tests aren't even applicable to human research because a human's physical composition is far too different from any kind of animal. Not only do these alternatives prevent us from wasting the lives and health of animals, they provide far more accurate results. With these viable resources available, nothing should stand in our way of banning animal testing altogether. Many companies such as Urban Decay, Bath & Body Works, and Nature's Gate are cruelty-free, while the majority of major brands such as Johnson & Johnson, L'Oreal, and Clorox are still conducting harmful tests on animals. By purchasing products from cruelty-free brands, we are taking a stand against animal testing and sending a message to the brands who, unfortunately, still test their products on animals. It is time the horrific chapter of animal testing becomes a human error of the past. By banding together, we can make a change, and in this case, one that is long overdue. Thank you.